Hey everyone, join us in this 10-day experience in the magical city of Paris. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more content. After a long flight, we finally arrived to our hotel Le Méridien Étoile, which was just a 10-minute walk from the famous Arc de Triomphe. The hotel was recently renovated and the rooms were comfy. We highly recommend that you stay here if you ever visit this magical city in the future. After completing our check-in procedure, we decided to go to our first stop, which was the Arc de Triomphe, the famous Parisian landmark that looks breathtaking the more you get closer to it. This historic monument honors those who fought and died for France during the French Revolution and the Napoleonic War. On our next day, we were super excited to visit the Tour d'Eiffel or the Eiffel Tower. We checked out this famous monument during the day and during the night to enjoy its spectacular lighting in the evening. Being the first tower to reach the height of 1,000 feet, twice as any structure previously erected, the Eiffel Tower remains the highest building in the world during 40 years, until the Empire State Building was erected in New York in 1931. After checking out the amazing Eiffel Tower, the next stop was the Seine River. The Seine remains central to French life, culture, and identity. The iconic river will actually feature the opening ceremony of the 2024 Paris Olympics next summer. We took a boat ride that was scenic and allowed us to get a glimpse of some famous monuments such as the Cathédrale de Notre Dame. After the boat ride in the river, we took the metro and stopped at a station with a glamorous historic building. Keen to know what's inside the building, we walked inside and we were positively surprised to discover that Starbucks Coffee has made this historic building one of its most prestigious locations in Paris. Following day, we strolled down the Parisian streets to Galeries Lafayette. For those of you who have been to Harrods in London before, this is the French version of a luxury department store. It was nearing Christmas and the decoration inside was breathtaking. After taking a walk inside the store, it was time to attend our macaron making class. Elegantly positioned inside the store, we took a class with a small group of people to learn how to make this tasty French delicacy. Disneyland Paris was not to be missed. We woke up early the next day and had a quick stop at a nearby coffee shop, grabbed a delicious freshly baked poisson, a cup of coffee, and we were off to the metro station. It took us 1 hour in the metro to arrive to Disneyland, and boy, it was cold. The check-in process was smooth though, and within a few minutes we found ourselves inside the park. It was our first time to go to Disney in the winter, and to be honest, it wasn't the best of experiences. It was freezing cold, several rides were not operational due to the rain, and the park closed early due to low weather. We did, however, enjoy a dazzling show featuring the Lion King, and then we grabbed some hot bites before wrapping up our day with the evening show. There's nothing quite like the Louvre. It's the largest museum in the world, and the glass pyramid making the entrance has become a global symbol for priceless art. Millions of tourists flock to the museum every year, many seeking a glimpse of the Mona Lisa. After checking out a couple of artifacts, we finally arrived to the Mona Lisa. It was a bit disappointing to see that the painting is very small and you had to push your way through the crowds to check it out. The next day, we decided to take a stroll down the neighborhood and we came across a mini museum for Stranger Things. We were very curious to see what's inside. As we entered, we noticed a bunch of iconic items from the famous Netflix series for enthusiasts and fans to enjoy. After saying goodbye to Stranger Things, we then entered the next museum known as the Museum of Illusion. It was located in a narrow Parisian street and was filled with fun activities for adults and kids to enjoy. Many activities inside the museum were immersive, which was a lot of fun as we lost track of time and we couldn't believe that we actually spent 2 hours inside. The Place Vendome is one of the city's most famous and beautiful neoclassical squares. Surrounded by rows of historic hôtels particuliers, Place Vendome has survived intact through the reigns and revolutions of French history and has long been synonymous with luxury shopping. Completely surrounded by artistic buildings, it currently houses some of the most famous high-end stores such as Dior, Chanel, or Cartier. After Place Vendome, we moved to the Fondation de Louis Vuitton. You're in for a treat before you even stop inside the museum because the building itself is incredible. If you needed a reason to head to the Bois de Boulogne Park, this is it. The collection of the Fondation comprises a constantly evolving body of work that naturally falls into four categories: contemplative, pop, expressionist, and music and sound. After leaving the museum, we were very hungry, so we decided to stop by a nice Italian place where we had some warm pasta and pizza, and then we wanted to have some nice desserts, so we stopped by La Durée on our way back home. Our next stop was at the Palais de Versailles. Since 1979, the Palace of Versailles has been listed as a World Heritage and is one of the greatest achievements in French 17th century art. Actually, King Louis XIII's old hunting pavilion was transformed and extended by his son, Louis XIV, when he installed the court and government there in 1682. We had a very nice time at the Palais de Versailles, exploring its vast gardens and the chambers inside the palace where we saw how royalty used to live back in the days. The Palais de Versailles was the principal residence of several French kings, and embellished by several generations of architects, decorators, and landscape sculptors, it provided Europe with a model of the ideal royal residence for over a century. Most people think that the best macaroons in Paris are from La Durée. Well, they're not. The best macaroons are from Carrette. They have silky smooth hot chocolate served with a separate cup of whipped cream. Their desserts are sold in many options so you can try a variety of bites. We tried all types of food on our trip: Dutch oven pizza, red velvet pancakes, Turkish poached eggs, egg and popcorn toast. We sampled 10 mini flavors of cream puffs from Odette, facing the Notre Dame. We found an avocado shop as well that sold poke and salmon bowl. Other plates we sampled on our trip were pear French toast, smoked salmon egg benedict, and of course lots and lots of coffee. We even found a halal burger place in the city, which was a special treat. Our favorite highlights of our trip was sampling all the coffee and dessert, which is what the city of Paris is known for. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.